Hello, I'm Joanna Green, and on this edition of MTA's Commuter Connections, a look at the upcoming Grand Prix in Baltimore. The MTA is gearing up to get students back to school, and will answer your customer questions and concerns in our Ask the MTA segment. Next on MTA's Commuter Connections. Welcome to MTA's Commuter Connections. For this edition of the program, we're at the World Trade Center in downtown Baltimore, which is not far from where the Grand Prix in Baltimore will be held this coming Labor Day weekend. This second annual Grand Prix event is expected to bring thousands to Baltimore for an entire weekend of excitement and fun. With large numbers of people expected to attend the activities going on that weekend, public transportation will certainly be the best way to get around. Tim Mayer of the Andretti Sports Marketing Group joins us with a look at all the happenings and the various races on tap for the Grand Prix weekend in Baltimore. Welcome, Tim. How are you?
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We are so excited to have you here.
Well, I have to say we are excited to be bringing the Grand Prix of Baltimore back to Baltimore. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic weekend for the fans and for the people of the city of Baltimore. This city looks so great on TV, I have to tell you.
I have to tell you, we do shine.
You do. You do.
Well, I have to tell you, again, when we think about the Grand Prix, this is going to take up a large section of Baltimore. So what exactly is the race route?
Well, the race route basically goes down Pratt Street. It goes from the Hilton, basically down there on Pratt Street, all the way up to Light Street, turns right on Light Street, goes down south, along the Harbor Way to the Science Center.
Right through the heart of our tourist area in downtown Baltimore.
Absolutely. I mean, we're really trying to show off the heart and the soul of downtown Baltimore.
But also create a challenge for the race contestants, am I correct?
Well, I tell you what, that corner, turn one.
I've seen some folks really wash out in that corner over there.
It is going to be 180 miles an hour in that corner.
That's great.
And it's a little bumpy on Pratt Street. If you drive in your passenger car, or if you're in a bus.
I tried racing down there myself.
Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering what the siren was that was going down. Okay. It's a real challenge because they're not just taking a right turn. They're actually doing a 120-degree turn to the right there, having gone 180 miles an hour into that corner.
Very expensive cars.
Well, yeah, they're well paid, so they're handling that car pretty well.
So the race weekend itself is during the Labor Day holiday weekend, and so you're expecting a lot of folks to come from out of town.
Well, that is part of the idea, is to make sure that the city of Baltimore gets the benefit of people coming into town, booking hotels, coming from race fans come.
International visitors. You have an
race fans come from all over the world. Primarily, though, I would say that they come from sort of the Mid-Atlantic region, basically from Southern Virginia to New York. And the reason for that is that basically people can stand that much time in the car with their kids, but that's where they come from. And then outside of that, they're real gearhead fans.
That sounds great. Now, what is the cost of attending this event? Because I know you guys really have some wonderful packages for folks who want to attend the event.
Well, tickets actually start from a base of $15 and go all the way up if you want to spend
that much. The base is at $15.
$15,
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, for a Friday ticket to come and watch the Grand Prix, take a look around. And if you want to be in our super VIP club, it goes all the way up to $875 for that. But that's a pretty exclusive group.
But the fact of the matter is, it's accessible. I mean, one of the things about this race is that you can come down and literally stand there and see it. It's in the heart of our city.
Well, we're working very hard on accessibility for two reasons. One is, not only do we want people to come and enjoy the Grand Prix, but we want people to be able to come down and enjoy downtown Baltimore.
All of the activities.
There's great activities in downtown.
And restaurants and all that great stuff. That's
not just the restaurants, but the National Aquarium is one of the biggest attractions in Maryland. You've got everything around the Harbor Walk there. You've got fantastic opportunities all up and down Pratt Street in Little Italy if you like food. If you want to, you can go into Federal Hill. You can enjoy the attractions down there. You can go to the American Visionary Arts Museum. So there's lots to do here.
A lot of area.
We are, and we're really trying to work with our neighbors here so that we make sure that people understand that they can get into downtown using the MTA.
Public transportation. And the thing is, light rail actually brings them, well, both light rail and Metro Subway and the buses bring them right to the gates, so they really don't have to worry.
The MTA actually will bring you right to our gates. From the MTA, it'll be signposted how to get into our gates. And if you want to just travel through Baltimore, it's still open.
Yes. Well, that's a good sign. You know, people
Downtown
are really
Baltimore
worried.
is open for business. Yeah.
Well, you know, the other thing is that you guys have taken a lot of safety precautions to make sure that folks are protected, that you have great barriers, great seating. What type of, the level of planning that went into doing such a huge event?
Well, we've only been on this job for 90 days, which is really a tight schedule to get this done. It's normally about an 18-month planning process. We benefit obviously from the planning that went on last year. The City of Baltimore, the MTA, the state agencies have really stepped up to help us fill that gap in our knowledge. But we're putting down 22 million pounds of concrete block in order to protect spectators, 2,200 debris fence panels. So it's a very safe environment. You know, and we work very hard on that. Obviously, racing has its elements of risk. That's maybe one of the attractions for some people.
We're all risk takers.
Well, but it's really from a spectator standpoint, and we're focusing very much on the security. We're working with the police department. We're working with the transit agency departments, and you know, it's very much that this downtown Baltimore is going to be a great place to come, enjoy it with your family. Come in, bring your friends, and have a great time.
And get those $15 tickets. That's really awesome. Now, where can people get information? I know you have a website. There should be a phone number they can call. Is there a place they can go to really get that information?
Well, they can go to our website, which is raceonbaltimore.com.
I like that.
Race on. The race is on. Or alternatively, they can go to Ticketmaster, and any Ticketmaster outlet will be able to sell them our tickets. And the full array of tickets are now available on the website, on Ticketmaster and on our Race on Baltimore website.
That sounds great. Well, you know, the other thing that I think is pretty exciting is the fact that as soon as those engines start, you literally can hear the vibration all throughout the city. So we're really excited you guys are partnering with a lot of the local organizations. Are there any things you want to say to the race fans out there that are coming down for the Grand Prix?
Well, I think, first of all, public transportation is a great option.
We love that.
I have to tell you. The MARC train is going to be open. It's regular hours. The MTA trains, the light rail are going to be open. They're regular hours. The city's circulator is going to be open for its regular hours.
We have that option also.
So there are a lot of public transportation options, and that's a great option. But I will tell you that this city has great parking options for those who have to take their car. And for those with ADA requirements, mobility challenges, we have that option on our website as well. We've got reserved parking for ADA. And I think really this is a great, accessible, wonderful place to come. Downtown Baltimore has proven through Celebration, it's proven through 4th of July fireworks, and again it's going to prove that it is a place where people can come and enjoy the city of Baltimore.
Well, thank you so much, Tim.
Thank you.
Now we're going to shift gears. If you live there or work there, chances are you thought the Kirk Avenue bus division would never get rebuilt. But thanks to the hard work of MTA staff, the agency has won a major federal grant that will remake the East Baltimore bus facility.
MTA employees, community members, and elected officials gathered to hear the news that many had dreamed of. After 60 years of service, the Kirk bus division is getting rebuilt, thanks to a $40 million grant from the Federal Transit Administration. U.S. Secretary of Transportation Ray LaHood traveled to Baltimore to make the announcement.
This project will create good local construction jobs for the people that will build it. That's what we're about. That's what transportation is about, which is putting people to work. And it will help more than 350 local MTA employees do an even better job maintaining a growing fleet of new, energy-efficient buses.
The new Kirk division will be constructed in 2 phases. Phase 1 will go up on the site of the former Reese Press, directly across the street from the existing Kirk facility. The 100,000 square foot building will house all maintenance operations and be completely enclosed. It's a huge first step toward addressing long-standing community concerns over noise and air pollution. Concerned Senator Ben Cardin says he has pushed to resolve for years in Congress.
We need a facility that can handle those hybrid buses. This new facility will do that. We want a facility that we call environmental justice, that's fair to a community, with less noise to the neighborhood, less visibility to the neighborhood of the buses, and less of the emissions and pollution going into the air. This new building will give that environmental justice to this community.
Work on the new building is scheduled to begin early next year, with construction complete in 2014. Total cost of the project is $53 million, with the state adding $13 million in matching funds. 7th District Congressman Elijah Cummings says it is money well spent.
Just think about this. $40 million. $40 million. $40 million being placed in this community. Ben Cardin and I are very familiar with this community because we rode the bus going up to City College. I used to ride the number 36. It still run? That was 45 years ago. And so today we come back in triumph. We come back in triumph because we're making a difference. Ben could not have said it better. This is a win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win. It's a win because we bring 700 good jobs, construction jobs. And I'm asking the department to make sure that we hire folk from this neighborhood so that they can have an opportunity to work.
Phase 2 of the Kirk rebuild calls for a 200,000 square foot building that will replace the existing facility. The fully enclosed, environmentally friendly structure will house buses across the street from the maintenance facility and will be constructed once funding is available. Up next, a look at what MTA is doing to make the trip back to school a good and safe one for students. Stay with us.